There's an epidemic of men retiring from approaching women in 2025, and honestly, nobody should be surprised. Guys are tired of being judged, mocked, or labeled creepy just for showing interest. Men finally realize their peace is worth more than chasing people who don't appreciate effort.
Okay, so me and my friend, a platonic homeboy, we went somewhere last night and we had to get out the car like 3 times. Okay, and he didn't open my door not a single time. So I let it go by a couple times, and then I said, now that's your third time not opening my door. And he was like, well, I feel like that's romantic. And I said, wait, wait, this is a common courtesy, okay? I know we just boys, okay? I know we just boys, but I am still, okay? Treat me like a lady. Disregard the mustache and the whiskers down here, okay? I am very much still a feminine woman. Open my door. Open my door. Am I tripping? Bro, open my door, bro. What y'all think?
I was rejected by a guy in the most embarrassing and humiliating way possible, but still a part of me feels like this was my fault, so I need you guys to let me know what you think. One day, I matched with this guy on Bumble who was very, very handsome. He was a documentary filmmaker, curly brown hair, profile said 6'2". At the time, I was going through an identity crisis, so I just so happened to dye my hair back to brunette, although previous to that, I was blonde. I was on this dating app, and unfortunately, I hadn't updated any of my photos to reflect the way that I looked, although the photos that I did have were just like taken 2-3 months ago. It's not like my physical appearance looked that different, it's just that my hair color was very different. So me and this guy are literally talking for 2 days, we're hitting it off, the conversation is flowing back and forth, and most of the time, guys will just waste your time and not ask you out on a date, or if they ask you out on a date, they'll ask you to like go for a walk in the park. Days after us matching, we are on a date, I meet him for the first time, he's exiting his car, and he's walking towards me, and as he's walking towards me, I could tell he has like a confused look on his face. And I've been on many dates. I've never been accused of being a catfish. I've never had somebody disappointed when they saw me in real life. In fact, I've had guys tell me that they are surprised and that I actually look better in person, that I look better than in my photos. He gives me a hug, we walk to the restaurant, we sit down, we're ordering drinks, and I'm just asking him random questions, trying to make small talk, and he is just being very, very odd and standoffish. And at one point during the date, he looks at me and he says, "You look a little different than on your photos." I was like, yeah, I actually dyed my hair. I went darker. I've been a brunette in the past. Like, this is actually close to my natural hair color. And I was just tired of the blonde because it was ruining my hair. And then he tells me that he thinks that that is actually misleading and that I should have updated my dating profile photos to match how my hair looks now. So then I ask him, well, would that have changed your opinion of me? Would that have made you not want to go out on a date? And he kind of laughs and shrugs it off and says, well, you know, I do like blondes. And that just like rubbed me the wrong way. Anyway, we end up splitting some appetizers on a couple of drinks, and I end up leaving and thinking to myself, like, this is probably not going to go anywhere because that guy was super, super weird. I have no plans on texting this guy, but then I get a text from him the next evening. He sends me a whole paragraph that I never even asked for. In his paragraph, he tells me that he thinks that it's not right, that I misrepresented myself on my dating profile, and that if he's being completely 100% transparent, he is into blondes, that is his specific type, and he does not prefer brunettes. I never replied to him. I ended up blocking his number, but guys, there was a part of me that almost got my butt into my car and went to Sally Beauty Supply to get some bleach because I was so insecure at that point. When I look back on it though, did I make a mistake? Did I misrepresent myself? Did I catfish this guy? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Maybe this is too niche. Maybe it's not. I don't think it is. But it's a beautiful day outside today. It's literally 70 degrees. It should not be 70 degrees in February where I live, but that's another video. But it's beautiful outside today. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to sit before my next class. It's going to be good. I get outside and I look around and I realize I am quite literally the only person sitting by myself. It just made me so sad to the point where I got up and I literally went inside and I felt like I couldn't enjoy the stunning day that it was today because I was like, I'm so fucking sick of doing stuff by myself. And I don't really feel lonely except in instances like this, and I think this is why my anxiety and my depression actually like is worse during the summer, because I find that during the summer, for whatever reason, I'm always like by myself. I have friends. Don't get me wrong, my friends are incredible. I love my friends. They're like my sisters. But they have lives. And I feel like I don't. Anytime you see me out, 90% of the time, I am by myself. I go to the store by myself. I walk to class by myself. I sit by myself. Like, I'm always alone. And it never bothers me really until it slaps me in the face that, like, oh shit, everyone else is with somebody. Be it platonically, romantically, whatever. And I'm by myself. Like, sitting outside today, like, that was like a perfect encapsulation of like my entire life. Like, everyone was sitting with someone and I was literally the only person sitting alone. And in that moment, it just made me so fucking depressed. Like, it made me so sad. And I've had the same friend since high school. And obviously we were in high school, like, we saw each other every day. And I texted my friends and I was like, you guys, I miss seeing you guys every day so bad. And every time a beautiful day comes around, I'm like, I wish I had someone to like go on a walk with. I wish I had like friends that I saw more often. I wish I had a boyfriend so fucking bad, you guys. I don't know, but it made me really upset, and I literally got up and I went inside because I was like, this is so fucking embarrassing.
This video isn't going to have a punchline. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Because I am basically just making it to stop crying. Because usually when I start trying to make a video, I stop crying. And I've been crying all day because I got sat on a plane next to a couple, and the whole time the guy had his hand on like his girlfriend's leg, you know, and it was just kind of like that the whole time. And I can't, like, I've been single my whole life. I'm 25 and I've never gotten to experience that. I've never gotten like close to that. And it's just too much. Like, it's too much. I can't do it anymore. There are some people out there who they're not interested in a relationship and they want to be by themselves. But like, that's not me, and that's never been me. I have always wanted to be in a relationship, even though I've never been in one. And even though I'm comfortable by myself and I can do things alone, but like at a certain point, it gets like really sad doing things alone. Like, I've traveled alone to so many places because like, if I don't go by myself, I'm not gonna go. If I don't do things by myself, it's not gonna happen. But at the same time, like, it's so much fun to be able to like share that with someone else. And like, everyone I know is in a relationship right now, and like the majority of them have been in relationships for like a long time. Like, this is established, and I just like, I feel like I've always been alone, and I don't want to be, and I don't understand why this is happening to me. And I don't know, I like can't take it anymore. And clearly this didn't work because I'm still crying, and I just wasted like 2 minutes of your time, and I'm sorry. And I hope you're having a better weekend than